Respected sir and friends, it is my pleasure to talk about RAM's fundamentals. So before starting my presentation, I want to discuss my favorite terms, failures. So in daily life, each of us observe the bridge suddenly collapse, too much crowds in the road on the roads, plane crashes, railway accidents, floppy disk not working, computer not working. Everywhere we can see these type of happenings. So failures can result in significant economic losses and physical damages or threats to human life. So finally, conclusion is everything on this earth has a finite life. So impact of product and system failures varies from minor inconvenience and cost of significant losses, including death of many persons. These failures includes the bad engineering design, faulty constructions, manufacturing process, human error, poor maintenance, and so many reasons are there for the failures. So conclusion is everything on this earth has a finite life. We never get the 100% reliability of the systems. So failure, the definition of failures is the termination of ability of an item perform a required function within a previously specified limits. Of two types of failures are there, soft failures and permanent failures. Soft failures are the temporary failures and permanent failures are the hard failures. There are causes of the failures like a human error, acts of the nature, hardware failure, software failure, and so on. So according to the failures classifications, we can categorize in the failures in the two types. One is the failures of the catastrophic failures. These are the completely failures, or we can say these are the sudden failures. Whereas the degradation or wear out failures are the gradually failures, and these failures are partially failures. So the question arises, why product fails? Then what to learn from these failures? When accident happens, what are the factors that can drive the unlearning process? How can organization learn and change their policies, routines, and procedures through feedback of these failures? So single terms behind the failures is a stress. So when stress is more than strength, the system will fail, and when the strength is more than stress, the system will success. There are various types of failures and their reasons behind, like a poor design. The poor designs may be from the materials, wrong materials usage, wrong dimensions, tolerance, and so on. Similarly, various reasons failures like incorrect manufacturing, improper testing, complexity, improper maintenance, raw material supply, and quality assurance, packaging, shipping, transportation, improper installation, and operational instructions, and human errors also. So these are the various failure reasons and their details. So beginning of the reliability era, the concept of reliability developed slowly until World War II. During this World War, the 50% of defense equipments were found to be a failed state. The major role of the failure is the vacuum tube failures. So first time reliability was born as a branch of engineering in USA in 1950s. So system reliability generally we can classify it in two categorization. One is the software reliability, second one is the hardware reliability. So the software reliability are generally the departure of the programs or operation from user requirements, whereas hardware reliability are the termination of ability of an item to perform a required functions within a previously specified limits. So generally, the whole systems like a medical science, civil, electronics, mechanical, any science background subjects or a engineering background systems, both are dependent on the hardware reliability or a software reliability. So there are various failures and reasons. So all the failures, according to the reliability, we classified these reliability by the bathtub curve or a life characteristics curve. These curves are the benchmark curve for the failures. This bathtub curve we can classify it in three phases. One is the infant mortality part, where the failures are very much, whereas the second phase goes to the useful life failures. These are the continuous nature of the systems, and final phase is the wear out failures, means the system will degradedly and finally it goes to the failures. So as I discussed, the software reliability and hardware reliability, the main difference between the hardware and software reliabilities is the phase of the wear out phase, where there is a, in software reliability there are continuous degradation is not possible. The software is upgraded time to time. So software reliability are generally the hypothetical type of work where the wear out conditions cannot, nobody can see and nobody can measure the wear out of these type of failures. So first, the term performability came from the Professor K.B. Mishra to improve the system reliability. The performability depend on the dependability and sustainability, where the sustainability are generally related to the environmental conditions and time, whereas the dependability are again classified in survivability of the systems and safety of these systems. The RAMS concepts came for survivability, the quality, maintainability, RAM, security, availability, risk, and so other categorizations are in the survivability portions. Professor K.S. Trivedi simultaneously gives a dependability concept. The dependability concepts classified in the attributes, means, and threats. So that is also the important part for the reliability measures and evaluations. Now we came for the definitions of the reliability. What is the reliability and what is the availability and what is the maintainability and what is the safety? So in two senses, we can define the reliability in a general term, the ability of a system to perform a required function under given condition for a given time interval. The precisest definition of the reliability can say the probability that a system will operate without failure under given conditions for a given time interval. Whereas the availability, a small difference in reliability and availability. Availability means a particular time the system should be available. So in general way, the ability of a system to be in a state of perform a required functions under given conditions at a given instant of time or at a given time interval, assuming that the required resources are provided. Similarly, the maintainability can be defined as the ability of the systems under given conditions of use to be retained in or restored in a state in which it performs a required functions when maintenance is performed under given conditions and uses stated procedures and resources. The precise definition of safety is it is an event like to result in a death or injury of the persons. So significant material damage or other unacceptable consequences are just safety. So my next slides represents what are the use of the reliability in the information and communication technology and railway industries. There are various companies works on the reliability in the ICT field like Verizon, Cisco, AT&T, Huggies, and Emerson, and so on. Similarly, where the Alstom, Siemens, Bombardier, and every railway company requires the reliability nowadays. So first question arises, how we can evaluate or measure the reliability? So there are so many statistical methods we can use for the reliability evaluations and measures. So these statistical measures generally require the data sources. So data sources we can get from the internet or a live data. Similarly, there are various software tools for reliability analysis. Various companies product developed for the software tools developed by the reliability analysis. Actually, the RAMS is not a new word. In 1812, the Bayesian probability started by the